You are watching Area DMG.
Welcome back to Area DMG. I'm your host, Philip Wesley, the Mile High Mouth, and today we're going to be taking a quick look, or rather a review of Sonic Mania for the Nintendo Switch. I got this when I got the special edition that came with the statue, the little ring, the little fake cartridge, all that good stuff. So, yeah, was it worth it? Well, yeah, actually, the game goes for about $20 digital only on the Nintendo eShop. It was designed by, let's see, what are those people's names? It's Christian Whitehead, Tantalus Media Games or something, and Headcanon. Oh, Pagoda West Games, and there's a bunch of people attached to it. It's in association with Sega. It's not developed by Sonic Team, which is surprising because the game combines a lot of the best parts of older Sonic games, or rather the old 2D Sonic games. It's funny in that from the opening sequence, they kind of skip over Sonic the Hedgehog 4 and kind of give you Sonic Mania as an alternate Sonic 4. Kind of how it's like Sonic 2, Sonic CD takes place between Sonic 2 and Sonic 3, Sonic 3, and then Sonic and Knuckles. And this one technically takes place after Sonic 3. And it seems to be informed just a bit from it. What they did is, when you start the game, you get to pick whether you are playing as Sonic and Tails, or Knuckles by himself. You can unlock a mode later on which allows you to go around as like Sonic and Knuckles, or Tails and Knuckles, or Knuckles and Knuckles. You can't stack that though, so that's a shame. But yeah, there's a lot to this game. They kind of use a lot of nostalgia, really. They use a lot of nostalgia in this game to, get you invested in it. It actually kind of feels and looks like an old Sonic game from the Sega Genesis era. Except, of course, a lot prettier. A lot, I guess you could say, more detailed. There are, let's see, there are several different stages in here. There's Green Hill, Chemical Plant, Studiopolis, Flying Battery, Press Garden, Stardust Speedway, Hydro City, Mirage Saloon, Oil Ocean, Lava Reef, Metallic Madness, Titanic Monarch, and then the last boss called Egg Reverie, and two different types of special stages. The special stages from Sonic 3 are back, and the special stages from Sonic CD are back. Pretty much what they did is this is a conglomeration of all the best parts of Sonic with some new innovations that make it a really, really fun game. My history with Sonic and Sega in particular actually stems mostly because I didn't actually own a Genesis until about 1996, 97. I didn't really get into that. For me, it was all about the Super Nintendo. I was a Super Nintendo person. Other people had Sega Genesis things, so I didn't grow up with the Sega Genesis as my go-to system. It's one of those things where I'm like, oh, I'll be at a friend's house or a cousin's house or whatnot, and they have a Sega Genesis, which everyone seemed to have. For me, the best Sonic game used to be Sonic 3 for a bit. Then I got back into it and realized that Sonic 2 is, in my opinion, one of the better of the old Sega Genesis Sonic 2 games. Sonic Mania feels more like Sonic 2 in terms of the physics, in terms of the feel of it. There's really huge levels. The levels are a really great mix of nostalgia and new items. Older items do new things. For example, there is a fire shield from Sonic 3 that you can find, and in some areas that will set other things on fire. Like, for example, remember that stupid spiky log? Yeah, you can see that stupid spiky log, and near there, in the first area, there's a little fire shield that you can get. You get the fire shield, run over the log, it's gone. And that's pretty sweet. There's environmental stuff like the electrical shield works for stuff. The bubble shield works. There are huge rings hidden in each really massive level. The new bosses, although I think some of them are a little easy, are pretty inventive and interesting. There's time attack modes that you can unlock. There's a lot to this game. Lots of save files, just a lot of great stuff. One thing I like about it in particular is actually I kind of like the fact that with the Nintendo Switch, I can take it with me on the go, which is kind of a big deal. We don't really have a virtual console yet for the Nintendo Switch, but on my 3DS, I've got stuff like Sonic 1 and Sonic 2 3D classics. So having the best Sonic game, previous best Sonic game, which would be Sonic 2, and Sonic Mania at my disposal portably is pretty sweet. Sonic 3's on like the little Sonic collection that came out for the DS, but you know, looking back at it, I feel that this game is a much better title. I mean, there's the stages are larger, the music is amazing, and the game itself is just so inventive and fun. It's pretty old school, I guess is the best way to put it. I don't know. There's just this appeal to it that's kind of a little difficult to explain. Let me kind of get down to it. When Sonic the Hedgehog was first arrived onto the scene, the basic idea was that, well, Mario games were good, but they were starting to get a little bit too complex. I mean, you had Super Mario Bros. 3 just come out, and while Super Mario Bros. 3 is an amazing game, it was pretty complex. Sonic, or rather the Sonic series, was more of a return to a simple time. You just run through a level, you go past certain different obstacles, or you can move against different obstacles, and you just jump on things. There really was no nuance to it. You weren't picking up shells or whatnot. No, you were just running through levels, beating up bosses, trying to figure out boss patterns, and pretty much just figuring out the fastest way to get through a level. And that's actually the majority of the best parts of Sonic Mania. The graphics have been quite improved over the original Genesis stuff, and even over stuff like the Sega CD versions. They've added so much to it. There's all these little details and animations. This is made by a game, and this is a game made by people who really love the Sonic franchise, which is more than can be said for a lot of Sonic teams' efforts these days. I know there are a lot of people who are like, oh, this is the best Sonic game in 20-something years, but there are a lot of really good games on the handhelds for this. And it's kind of nice to see that the consoles actually finally have a really good Sonic game. Well, when you get into the main area of the game, you have like the Mania mode, time attack. There's a little 2-player mode where you race through levels and compete against each other for the best time. There's a lot to it. But unfortunately, I feel there is some stuff missing from this. Oh, there is the ability to add different screen filters to make it look a little bit closer to the older games, like a CRT Sharp, CRT Soft, and a clean mode. Essentially, what this does is it allows you to mess around with the way the game looks and make it look kind of retro. Although why you would want to do that, kind of escapes me. I understand there's a nostalgia for CRT stuff, but I don't really need my games to look fuzzy. But yeah, going back to the actual gameplay, as you can see from the video behind me as I'm talking, this is a pretty sweet game. There's a lot to it, some great special sequences. A lot of really cool stuff happens in this game. And it's worth playing, especially if you're a fan of Sonic the Hedgehog, or if you haven't played a Sonic the Hedgehog game in a while. If you haven't played a Sonic the Hedgehog game in a while, this will be a shot of nostalgia for you. It's not too difficult when it comes to bosses, and there's enough in here that even younger players can get into it and play it for quite some time. The real replay value of the game comes from, well, replaying it for better times, better scores, getting all the Chaos Emeralds, beating all the special stages, and getting the true ending for the game. Pretty good game, I think. It is quite a bit of a throwback, but unlike, say, New Super Mario Brothers, this actually feels like the older games. This has its own spirit to it that meshes it perfectly with the old Sonic the Hedgehog, Genesis, and Sega CD games. So it's closer to like Super Mario Maker in that regard over like New Super Mario Brothers. Overall, I really liked this game. I'm still playing through it even today. There are a couple things I would like to change though. I could not find in the options the ability to turn off the once I unlock the drop dash, I don't have an option to turn it off that I have been able to find, and that kind of bugs me a little bit. I also haven't noticed any kind of rumble in it. The Nintendo Switch has HD rumble, and that would actually be beneficial in this game. Maybe they could add it in a patch later on or something, but I kind of feel that they probably won't. There are quite a bit of save spots in here. There's about 8 save spots and then a no save spot, which you can attach codes to. For example, when you're playing the game, when you first start out and you see Sonic bust through his little shield area there and like wag his finger at you, hold down Y, B, and then hit A. You'll actually access a level select, which is pretty great for like testing stuff out or just using the sound test, because quite frankly, the music in this game is insane, and you're going to want to like just spend some time just listening to the grand music of this title. Overall, I think Sonic Mania is pretty darn good. If I were giving this a score out of 100, which is something we normally do, I would probably give it about a 89 or 90 out of 100. Mainly because, like I said, it's about the same size of, say, Sonic 2. It's not like Sonic and Knuckles, or sorry, Sonic 3 and Knuckles, where you've got an insanely large adventure. You have just a tight package of just really classic feeling levels that works well. Overall, yeah, 90 out of 100. I loved it. Let me know in the comments below what you think of Sonic Mania. Have you tried this yet? It's worth putting down the $20. It will probably be on sale at some point, but why deprive yourself of such great goodness when you can get into it right now? It is excellent. I do wish it had a physical release. That would be nice, but overall, I am very happy with my purchase. So yeah, let me know in the comments below what you think of Sonic Mania. Hit that like button if you haven't already. Hit that share button if you haven't already. Hit that subscribe button if you haven't already. And if you hit that subscribe button, make sure that you hit that bell so that you're notified whenever we have a brand new episode of Area DMG. Until the next episode comes out, you are now caught up.